Doha Declaration on Trips and Public Health. The Agreement on Trade Related Aspects of Intellectual Property Rights (TRIPS) is an international legal agreement between all the member nations of the World Trade Organization. The Doha round was officially launched at the WTO's fourth ministerial conference in Doha, Qatar on 14 November 2001. The World Trade Organization is a group of 164 countries formed in the year 1995. The ministerial conference, which occurs for every 2 years, is the WTO's highest decision making authority. The WTO adopted the Doha Declaration in 2001, which clarified that in the event of a public health emergency, governments could compel companies to license their patents to manufacturers even if they did not think the offered price was acceptable. Each member has the right to grant compulsory license and the freedom to determine the ground upon which such licenses are granted. Each member has the right to determine what constitutes a national emergency or other circumstances of extreme urgency, it being understood that public health crises, including those relating to HIV or AIDS and other epidemics, can represent a national emergency or other circumstances of extreme surgery urgency. Article 31 bis of the TRIPS agreement, the first and to date only amendment to of the agreement. Under Article 31 bis, a country in need of a particular pharmaceutical product and without manufacturing capabilities to produce it is able to import the drug under a compulsory license from a producing country without violating provisions found elsewhere in the agreement. Let X be the developed countries like USA, Australia and Union countries etc. Y be the developing countries like India, Brazil, Indonesia etc. Z be the least developed countries like Afghanistan, Bhutan, Rwanda and Uganda etc. 31 bis is mostly applicable for Y and Z countries. I mean developing and the least developed countries. The declaration ensured that governments may issue compulsory licenses on patents for medicines or take other steps to protect public health. Bis means twice or again. What about compulsory license? Article 31 of TRIPS sets out the existing compulsory licensing provisions. The TRIPS agreement was amended through the protocol of 6th December 2005 that entered into force on 23rd Jan 2017. The amendment inserted a new Article 31 bis into the agreement as well as on Annex and Appendix. Rwanda has recently become the first country to make use of the new compulsory licensing provisions, which are proposed to become Article 31 bis of the World Trade Organization's Trade-Related Aspects of Intellectual Property Rights (TRIPS), Indian Constitution and statutory provisions. No one is safe unless everyone is safe. The Indian Constitution also provides assurance regarding the right to health as a part of the right to life under the Article 21. Further, Article 47 affirms the state of obligation to improve public health. Statutory provisions, Chapter 16 of the Patents Act 1970, Section 82 to 94 contain various related to compulsory licensing, but Sections 84, 92 and 92A are of particular significance.